Well, I held up the line up here at Dunkin' Donuts. I went to Starbucks first. I was kind of hiding the cup from the lady. Went to Dunkin' Donuts and got a dozen donuts and a big box of hot chocolate for everybody. A little chilly here. A little chilly in the Northfield area. I'm going to go in today, go with all the babies, Jason and I believe Jason McGinnis is back now. So that should be a lot of fun this morning. Last night, I didn't do a video last night. It was kind of muddy. It wasn't really muddy, but my eyes were burning a little bit, a little tacky, and long day. Meadows didn't turn out how I wanted, and a couple of horses didn't. I was disappointed again with Grace last night, but ultimately, when it came down to Grace, she did tie up a little bit last week. Now she's been tying up a little bit, so it shouldn't have been something foreign to her. Having said that, you can only do what you can do. So we're going to try things a little different next week. One of the young men that worked for us for a little while was paddocking last night, and I knew that he had a turnout farm about 40 minutes away, and I said, I'm just going to race this filly out of the field next week. Obviously, as a trainer, you don't want to turn a horse out in the field all week and bring them in and race them, but from time to time it does work, and it works quite well on some tie-up horses. I mean, we have to do something. This filly is way better than that. When I got to the half last time, I'm like, finally, we got this filly back on track. My God. And then getting into the last turn, I'm like, oh no, for the love of God, don't do this. And I can tell she's trotting good. She feels good. For sure, she's tying up. No, we'll draw our blood this morning, but I can almost guarantee you what it's going to come back as. So that is that. We'll get to the bottom of her. So Macho Martini was a little bit sick, and Grace did cough once last night. But it's just the weather, right? It's so 37 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so 3 degrees. It's less than 3 degrees right now in Northfield. So you go from summer to that transition to the fall, and if you happen to get a cold snap right away, some of the horses do take it really hard. They just do, especially with fillies, as you can imagine. So Grace, I'm not sure. I'm hopeful, optimistic that she'll bounce back next week with a better effort. I don't see anything mechanically stopping her from doing it. Is she a little tired? She could be, I suppose. Well, we'll see. We'll see what her blood looks like, and if she races like that again next week, then maybe so. I mean, a lot of these horses, I'm trying to get a couple of good lines on them because we would like to sell them. And it's frustrating when they don't. So if she needs a rest, then she'll get a rest. So, I'm sorry, I just have a million things in my head right now. Macho Martini scope sick. He's going to get a week off. He'll race next week. Grace raced flat. And then my sweet Mimi, I like this filly. Things worked out for her to win, but she took the bull by the horns when she had the opportunity. When she was in a position to win, she got the job done, and that's all you can ask from any horse. It was no cakewalk last night. Those were a tough group of filly for that type of horse. She was 7-1, so it's not like she was 1-5 and raced okay. She raced great. She raced good to win last night, so good for her. And then Amor Diener, I think he's made his last start for us. I trained this horse faster than he raced. I trained this horse faster last week than he raced last night, and I'm not making excuses for him. He's just a very ordinary horse that, make somebody a claimer somewhere in a B track somewhere, but not for us. Not for us. And that's unfortunate because this is a horse that showed some promise at 2. We gave him some time, brought him back, then he got injured. We gave him the time, brought him back again, looked like he was trading down pretty good. But when you get to that 2 minutes 59, that's where the rubber meets the road. Can you push forward and do more, or is this what you can do? And it appears that he picked the latter. Now, maybe that's all God gave him. Maybe that's what he's gifted with. I don't know, but it's not enough. And he'll be moving on. I'll make some calls today. There's always people looking for a kind of claiming condition type horse. I mean, he fits the 15 condition claimer here or any other track for that matter. He's just not for us. So that's that. I appreciate all the help with a great bet yesterday. I woke up today and he was sold out. Thank you. I appreciate it. When I made the call out to our Ontario clients yesterday, I knew that a lot of people, I hadn't pushed Ontario the same way that I did Lexington, and part of that was on me, and I appreciate everybody reaching in and buying those shares. We do have the filly still left, 2 fillies still left. The Shadow Play filly, who, granted, didn't do a video of her at the sale. You know, I didn't push her. You don't have any videos of her jogging or being broke, so we'll get those out to you. A beautiful filly. I think you'll be happy with what you see. And then McPaisley, who I did do a video of, just a beautiful filly. I think there's shares still left on her, but man, what a, as I said, it is a difficult sale in London. You know, we found value, we just didn't find it at the gate that we thought we would, and that doesn't change anything. And you know, pacers or trotters, it seems like trotters are getting hard to race now these days also, so more now than ever. I think value is important, and I think we found it in 2 horses. Unfortunately, only 2 horses. And as I said, not the gate we were looking for, but that's the way it shook down. Now, we do have Harrisburg coming up. I'm going to start doing a few videos. We'll start putting some buckets up for people. It's very important. I need everybody to pay very, very close attention to what I'm going to say. Please don't overstretch yourself as we get into the fall and be, you know, caught up in the shiny objects of the new horses from Harrisburg or pedigrees or videos that we like. We're going to be showing everybody all that we like going into Harrisburg. We are going to be doing a video, I believe, in Harrisburg. Curtis is just finishing that up. That should be really cool. Lexington was you know, went off with rave reviews for the most part. It was cool. It was fun. You know, we got to bring everybody a cool look at the sales, and hopefully brought you the feeling of the sales that we feel somewhat when we're there. The excitement, you know, the sometimes the drama that goes with sales, but a lot of fun, and really a high part of the year for us. Having said that, I want to make sure that our clients understand that it's a long year, and it's another 7 or 8 months till they race, and I don't want people getting involved and getting overstretched. I know sometimes when we talk about the horses and I get optimistic about them, people do too. And I just want to make sure that our clients, and I'm saying this because we spent a lot of money this year. We spent a lot of money in Lexington, we spent a lot of money in Ohio, and I want to make sure that everybody is okay with that, right? And bringing you all the information I can, including disclaimers, is important and responsible, I think, on our part. So we are going to go to Harrisburg. We do have every intention of buying. I guess the one email I did get from everybody was that they wanted a premium horse. You guys are buggers. You're hungry. So we will have a premium horse bucket. It will be. I don't think there's any reason not to make it more than $150,000. I think that seems to be a decent number. When it came to the one in Lexington, we didn't actually buy that 100 to 150, but we did buy Punch the Clock for 180, and I gave everybody the opportunity to buy into that horse, or else simply giving your money back. I think that's the easiest way to do it. I don't foresee there being another one of those situations, but you never know. And when it comes to the buckets, I'm going to think about it for the day. And I would appreciate a little more feedback from you guys in exactly what you'd like to see in the buckets this year as far as financially. What usually we have 2. One's a lower end for everybody to get involved, I hope. And another one's kind of the meaty part of the order for everybody in the stable. And I have to be abundantly clear. That was item 1. Item 2 is I can't go there and bid unless these buckets are, for the most part, spoken for. So if you feel like you're going to sit back and wait to see what Anthony gets, I have to be as upfront as I can. Anthony's not going to go there with 30% of the bucket sold and start putting his hand up. It's not going to happen. I've been tempered. Our clients, you guys have been fantastic as far as giving me direction, both financially and through emails. Why don't you look at this horse or look at that horse? I need to be upfront with everybody, and I need everybody to understand Harrisburg is a different animal. It's the end of the year. What's left? What do we want to do? But most importantly, I need everybody to understand that if these buckets aren't spoken for, I can't go there and just start bidding, right? And the ball is in your court, and that isn't meant as any challenge or anything else. Just that I want to make sure that as we head to Harrisburg, everybody's on the same page. We will buy horses. They do sell them there. There's over 900 or 1,000 of them for sale. That won't be a problem to get the horses we want. I hope. We didn't get the horses we necessarily thought we wanted in Lexington, but I think we got a lot of value. I found myself even yesterday afternoon when I was at the Meadows, I was watching the London sale before I went to drive, and I went back and looked at Lexington again just to review. You know, I scrolled through a lot of the catalog and then came up to our horses, and I was again very, very happy with what we had purchased there. So same type of situation. We're not going there for horses. We're going there for our horses, and we can only do that if everybody steps up, so to speak. So let me know. Send me an email, good, bad, or ugly, and let me know what you think. And we'll be heading to Harrisburg 2 days before the sale. The plan is to have a show for you guys again, at least for day 1, 2, and 3. I'll talk to Curtis about that. I don't think the second part of book 2 is necessary for us to be doing a video of, but we'll see. So with that, I'll let you guys go. Bundle up. It's a cold one out here.